Our speaker today is Denisha Kuhlor, CEO and founder of Stan, and her journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Despite studying nursing in college, a tech internship led to a full-time offer at Silicon Valley Bank. Her life took a dramatic turn when she was robbed at knifepoint and used technology to catch the robber within 5 hours, a pivotal moment that shaped her path. Moving to Ghana during COVID, Denisha launched Stan, raising an initial $300,000 from readers of her Substack blog about fandom. Stan is reshaping the fan engagement landscape by helping artists build deeper connections with their audiences, resulting in increased fans' ROI. In her talk, she reveals that curiosity didn't in fact kill the cat and how she's successfully creating unforgettable consumer experiences. Here's Denisha.
Information is more accessible than ever, allowing for detailed frameworks, best practices, and case studies in practically every industry. As we aim to create the resources and best practices of the future, the only way we will be able to do that is by exercising curiosity. Sounds simple enough, right? But what does it mean to be truly curious and operate in a world where we question everything? Walt Disney famously said that when you question everything, you keep opening new doors. And doing new things because we are curious is what leads us down new paths. Whether B2B or B2C, every company seeks to solve the problems of people, and every company is in the people business. The companies that will thrive in the future will not just meet, but they will anticipate consumers' needs. So how does one anticipate their consumers' needs, especially in a rapidly changing business and tech landscape? Well, it starts by pairing vulnerability and feasibility with the practice of being curious. My name is Denisha, and I'm the founder of Stan, a music tech company focused on helping artists increase their fan lifetime value through personalized fan experiences at scale. The journey to building Stan is a direct result of seeing improved business outcomes from creating new and personalized experiences led by curiosity. So after exploring a short-lived career in nursing, I decided to start my career at a bank that nobody knew, but now everyone knows, Silicon Valley Bank. In light of the bank's collapse, many people were surprised at how a lesser-known bank had developed such a large business in a relatively short amount of time. By focusing on one industry, Silicon Valley Bank was able to carve out quite the niche for itself. As a banker working with early-stage startups, I was able to spend my time learning just as much about the nuances of the VC industry and become a subject matter expert in my clients' companies as I did being a banker. My deep understanding of my clients' companies, what they needed, and their ability to grow was what allowed us to pioneer a new type of client experience. The client experience was called Safe Space. And it was focused on creating deeper relationships with clients so that they could give us, they would show increased vulnerability and welcome input as to how we could help them be successful on their journey. When Safe Space started, it was a very new concept for the bank, but ultimately I asked, why are some clients able to raise money so quickly, whereas others spend years and years raising money and typically have the same fundraising outcomes or sometimes a little bit less than clients that raise quickly. So what we found was by conducting these safe space sessions, our clients were able to improve their outcomes and raise funds a little quicker. So how did we do that? We brought together an interdisciplinary group at the bank. So that consisted of members of SVB Capital at the time, bankers that had worked with later stage companies, as well as interdisciplinary folks at the bank, so marketing and corporate comms, to analyze and give feedback on founders' pitches. By doing that, we were able to host 41 sessions, resulting in our clients raising over $10.4 million in the first year. This was a very pleasant outcome for many founders whose only experience with banks had been communications about overdrafts or pesky marketing for a financial product they didn't really need. See, in today's fast-paced world, our behavior is constantly evolving. And to craft truly irresistible experiences, we need to understand not just what consumers want, but we need to understand why these consumers want it. Empathy is key here, and we need to put ourselves in the shoes of our customers, as this allows us to anticipate their most vulnerable needs and desires before they even realize them. In a business world that is increasingly becoming more and more saturated, you are only as good to stand out, and your ability to do that is only as good as your ability to build a relationship with your end user. But of course, it's not just about the product or the service itself. It's about the emotional connection that we all have. Studies have shown that emotional connections are one of the strongest predictors of customer loyalty. So it's essential that we tap into this powerful resource. Building emotional connections with your customers is an investment. And it's an investment that you'll see results over time. You're investing your time, your money, and your resources. And it's a choice that you have to make that impacts how you think about business decisions daily. As Maya Angelou once said, I've learned that people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. When I first went on to launch my startup, Stan, our first project was a crash course in investing and prioritizing the consumer relationship. By partnering with Micah Brontier, Duomo Adulo, Vic Mensa, and Chance the Rapper, we set out to build Black Star Line Festival. The first of its kind in Ghana, we wanted to re-envision a December festival experience rooted with the local Ghanaian in mind. Building the festival was a 13-month endeavor, with us starting in December 2021 for our January 2023 festival. The first 6 months was spent listening, and listen, we did. We listened to the opinions, feedback, and desires of multiple stakeholders. From artists to production to potential vendors to sponsors, everyone had a vision and shared many stories of how they had felt overlooked in the past. On January 6th, we were able to host one of the biggest free festivals in Accra, and we did it simply by asking questions. We asked questions like, why don't more Black American artists tour and perform in Africa? What is the most sustainable way to use the festival as a vehicle for economic empowerment? And does our end user, a festival goer, have to be the primary financial underwriter of said festival? Our questions and listening tour allowed us to build a festival that was free to attend, free for food vendors, and accessible to all, just a few minutes from here at Black Star Square. In talking to many festival goers after the festival, many had felt like we did the impossible. But nothing was impossible. We just dared to ask. After crafting fan experiences physically, we sought to understand how can we convert that same excitement and same joy that fans got from physical experiences to digital experiences. By talking to fans, what we found is that many fans, which we categorize as stans, we found that many stans wanted individualized acknowledgement from their favorite artists. In an artist's defense, tracking fan moments at scale and acknowledging each of your individual fans is a tall task, and one that very often feels impossible. But in reality, when you talk to them, many fans are happy to share information about life moments, whether it's their birthday, job promotions, or even getting married, especially if it means a chance to be acknowledged by their favorite artist. Whether concert tickets, surprise meet or greets, or exclusive memorabilia, many fans simply want to feel heard, seen, and acknowledged. By understanding our customers, designing seamless experiences, and fostering innovation, we're able to build emotional connections and measure our success. We can create experiences that not only meet, but exceed customer expectations as a result. So let's go out there and let's delight our customers at every turn, because when we do, everyone wins. Thank you.